Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking on the event quest Sins of the Father chapter 2 Exhume, and that's with the Void boss. We already did chapter 1 yesterday and we completed part 1 of chapter 2. Now we're going to do the second map on chapter 2 with the Void boss, and let's take in a couple champions here. Take a look at who we're going to be pulling into this fight. And I'm thinking we're going to bring in Cosmic Ghost Rider. Again, all of these maps we haven't actually looked at before. We are just going into the gameplay and see what's what. And who else we got? We got Nick Fury. We got, I'm thinking Dr. Doom is always good for final fights. Captain Marvel movie, Nick Fury, and I think this is the lineup. So we have Punisher 2099, Dr. Doom, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Nick Fury, and Captain Marvel. And of course, Cosmic Ghost Rider is the champion we just got 2 days ago, so we're still playing around with him, get into practice and gameplay with his rotations and stuff like that. So that should be interesting. I keep bringing him into all of these fights so that we could just use him and see how he does in different gameplay. So the boss obviously is Void in this matchup. He has Combo Party and Arrogance, Bane 1. So you got quite a few different node activity going on here, and we're gonna take a look at that at the end again and go over it, but you could see what you're walking into. Right now, every 10 hits the attacker combo meter falters, so that could be a problem, and it's never good to be activating that falter and having to miss, but we'll see how we deal with that at the end. Let's just take a look at this part, see where it's going. Those are all active nodes apparently. Excuse me. So let's see. We're going to go to the, I believe, the right side. Let's take in a healing factor, relentless mutation, mutant attackers. So unfortunately, we did not bring any mutants to this gameplay, but I'm thinking now mutant attackers gain an indefinite passive. What you really want to bring into this gameplay for this fight, mutant champions. And I was not paying attention. I did not take a look at the map previously, like I said. But we are going to continue with the champions that we have on the roster and see if they could actually pull off this gameplay. So let's take in the first fight. And I'm thinking we're going to be bringing in for the class advantage and that ability to prevent evade. We're going to bring in Nick Fury, and here we go. We're going to parry light and heavy, start that bleed process. He's still evading because okay, we have over 9 tactical charges, so we should be able to bypass that evade. There we go, evade failed. He's just a very annoying fighter, Spider-Man classic. That SP1 is just annoying all of the time. But we can get through it with this evade, bypass, and then we're gonna stack the bleed on. He seems to have some type of regeneration going on again, but the damage over time with the bleed is actually overwhelming it. We have less than 5 tactical charges, so he's going to evade. But we have that bleed stacked on. And those heavy just starts triggering those eternal bleeds. Obviously with Nick Fury, once you put and apply over 7 bleeds, it turns into an internal bleed, if you did not know. And for newer members, you want to keep that bleed up by spamming the heavies to get that internal bleed going. And damage over time is going to take care of it. So we have healing factor, relentless mutation, and just a scratch every time the defender is struck, 20% chance to passively regenerate. So that is why Spider-Man was regenerating. So there's some 20% chance that they're going to regenerate. So let's bring in, I'm just dying to try this Cosmic Ghost Rider on these fights. We're going to start with his first rotation with the landing the 5 rotation with a medium, and then 5 rotation with light, fire off the heavy, and then let off that SP2. 5 again for the power gain, landing on a light. So we get that power gain. He goes SP1 for the unblockable. Heavy attack again. I don't want to push it to SP3, but I'm thinking, what am I thinking at this point? I totally forgot that I have synergy with Punisher 2099 that prevents Gwenpool or any champion from triggering that SP3. Because of that synergy, he power locks them at just before the SP3 is about to fire. And let me run into her here and try to finish her off before she fires off that SP3. She hits the regenerate. Fire off the unblockable SP1. Well, it's not unblockable now. But yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider did the job. So when you have Punisher 2099 and Cosmic Ghost Rider on the same team, Cosmic Ghost Rider gets some of that Punisher ability and as one of the synergies, and he prevents the opponent from getting to SP3 for a couple seconds. I believe it's 2 seconds, so I don't know why she took so long to fire up the SP3 or didn't even fire up the SP3. But I'll have to look into that. Like I said, I just got Cosmic Ghost Rider, so I'm still playing around with him. But not bad, he took her down. We didn't take too much damage. We bring in Doom for the Groot fight so we could continually apply that shock. Hopefully we get some damage over time with him. And we could actually power control, prevent him from doing SP2s. We don't need him to get more regeneration that he's already taken from the node being powered by regeneration, 20% chance. So we're gonna shock. Took some regeneration there, but we had him on stagger, so I don't see him building any health. We're gonna push ourselves to SP3 here. And of course with the SP3, we're going to hopefully have Groot on stun. And then it's medium, medium, light, 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 medium. So let me say that again. It's medium, medium, light, 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 medium, 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 light, 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 and then medium. But I did not fire off the medium. And here we go. We did some power draining, fired up the SP1, so we get that power drain again on light attacks. We're gonna probably try that SP2, do some incinerate damage on him, have him melt down a bit, and there you go. Apply that shock. Yeah, so Dr. Doom seems to be very durable for this fight. So far, all of the fights, I think we bought the right champ into it to take them down. The Ghost Rider fight was obviously we experimenting there. But we could have finished that fight off with Nick Fury as well. So let's see if we could get him staggered. We have him on stun. Fire up that SP1 and power drain him. There you go. SP2, and that should do it. Oh, let's see if he melts. Nope. Groot, tough guy, man. I'm telling you, it's tough. He just keeps on coming. It takes a bit of doing, but easy peasy so far. All looking good. Now we have Angela, and Angela was recently buffed. And she seems to be, again, healing factor, just a scratch, which means she does have that extra regen as well. Let's go in with Dr. Doom again so we could power drain her, because the more bars of power she has, it's the more powerful she becomes, and she has a lot more utility going. She has a lot more shield, furies, precision, and all that stuff going, so we want to power drain her as much as possible. Once she gets to about 2 bars of power, we want to just take that down and strip her of that extra regen and stuff like that. Here we staggered. She has the fury up. She has that shield. I'm gonna do that stagger again, prevent that healing from going on. SP3. And here we go. It's such a cool effect watching a Dr. Doom. Anyway. Light, power drain. Didn't quite get off that medium at the end, but that's okay. She fired off her SP2 anyway. Fire off our SP2. We're gonna do tons of incinerate damage. She's not healing at all. Here we go. SP2 again. You could fire off an SP1 now and power drain her. We could do SP2 again. She's down to 10% on melting, and we're gonna get her down right now. So that's Angela in the bin. So those so far pretty simple fights. I think the fight that is going to be an issue or give us some trouble might be Void himself. Just a scratch, relentless, same thing going on here. Not too much of a problem. So Taskmaster, who are we gonna bring in for Taskmaster? I really want to bring in Ghost Rider again, but I'm thinking let's just test out Punisher 2099 in this fight. Again, you don't mind pushing the champions all the way to SP3. Once you have over 50 battery, you are going to prevent them from firing off that SP3 or get into SP3. So as long as you stay over 50 battery, you should be fine. That SP2 does that armor break, and look at the slow on the power. We look at our power growing. We get into 1 bar power. He's barely moving at less than half a bar power. So that is why that SP2 is important to get to first and fire off. You actually pretty much stop his power gain. And we're going to see some regen there, but again we have that ability to block regen and heal block Punisher 2099, so he's not going to get any health from that. So 1099 Punisher 2099, sorry, is actually very good for this matchup, or for this entire part, because he actually has that heal block. Here you go. As you can see, all of that health going, but healing, but he's not going anywhere. And so Punisher 2099, very good for this part and for this preventing heal block. So that's our next tip for you. Punisher 2099, Dr. Doom for the power gain, and Nick Fury is just a beast for bleed. And of course, Captain Marvel is all about holding block and taking damage while getting to that 24 charges to go unstoppable. So we decided to go with Nick Fury on this fight, finish him off, because as you know, if the opponent is Nick Fury here, the thinking is if he fired off an SP3 or did some serious damage to us, we would obviously be still at the decoy, and we would get into the real Nick Fury phase. So why risk some other champion when you could just bring in Nick Fury himself? He's gonna bring him down and take some damage anyway. So we got the real Nick Fury now, and we gotta beat this guy down. And for some reason I took some hits there. I was trying to move and was unable to. Maybe a glame in the glitch, but I took some hits that I didn't need to take. And we're gonna get punished for it, I guess. We're gonna stack as many bleeds as we can. The bleed again is overpowering his ability to heal right now. He goes unblockable. And again, the bleed just totally destroyed me. So Nick Fury is out, but you don't mind Nick Fury being out first, because what he does is adds an extra 10% attack to all of your remaining champs. And as you know, Dr. Doom has 10% additional attack for each champion that gets knocked out on your team. So that's an extra 10% for everyone right now. Punisher 2099. He has great block proficiency. As you can see, took no damage there at all. We're in overdrive. I really want to get to that SP2 to prevent him from power gaining. I should have fired off the SP2, but I held it until he became the real Nick Fury. And now our regeneration is kicking in because we're under 15%. Gonna fire that SP3. But our battery is not high enough for us to get a lot of health. Normally we go up to about 50% health. We only got back up to 38% health. That's the next beautiful thing with the Punisher 2099. Under 15%, he regens based on how much battery you have. So that was just bad timing on my part. And then I slip up here, take some damage, and then that is going to be the end of this fight in a couple seconds. Fire off the SP1 again. He tries to regen. Punisher 2099 prevents the regen from happening, and we got hit and clipped. That's okay. Mistakes happen. It's all part of the gameplay. We gotta live with it. Now we move on. Let's try to finish this fight up with Captain Marvel. But this guy is hitting like a freight train. Got some blades on me that is doing some serious damage. Did not expect to get clobbered like this. And then he goes unblockable, and that's it. You need to pay attention to his tactical charges. Make sure he's where he needs to be. We're gonna bring in now Dr. Doom to finish off this fight. And I don't know, it's holding block, and for some reason he's breaking through the block, which should be close to impossible with Dr. Doom. So I don't know if that's a glitch in the gameplay again, but I got hit again, just like much like I was holding block with Punisher 2099 and got clipped. So I'm thinking maybe it's my mistake, but I didn't feel it. I thought I was holding block. But let's go into the final fight. We're going to go down to Void, a next fantastic champion to have and max out as soon as possible. He's so good with damage over time. He has combo party, backup battery, arrogance. Every 10 hits on the combo meter, the attacker gains a permanent cruelty buff. Okay, every 10 hits on the attacker's combo meter. So every 10 hits you get a falter and you miss for at least 3 seconds. So try not to land any hits on Void once you have that falter going on. Okay, and then you have Bane. Whichever champion lands the first hit will place a curse on the opposing champion, which deals 0.5% their current health, direct damage per second. And then whenever, of course, you hit the champion. We all know what Bane is. So you want to hit him first, and as soon as the timer runs out, or as soon as you get hit, you want to retaliate and hit him again to replace that curse back onto the opponent. So that's pretty much it here. And then we have party combo up top. So here we just gonna fun gameplay, and like I said, with the final fights I like to bring back all the champions and just test the boss. And remember, we have 3 more parts or 4 more parts to finish this 100% exploration. This is just the first part on this quest. So this is where we test everything. So we take notes, and I know who is going to be the most effective against the boss. So next time we come back for the gameplay, we are just going to bring the champion that's going to destroy him and not waste time testing anymore, because we know who's going to get the job done. So Cosmic Ghost Rider, again, didn't get the job done, and it could be me not reading the nodes properly, or I missed something, or it is just me making a mistake with Cosmic Ghost Rider. Like I said, brand new with him. So let's go back in with Dr. Doom. And we know we have Nick Fury that could get the job done, and I'm pretty sure Captain Marvel could get the job done if we needed to. But we need to test out these other champions. So Dr. Doom is not a very good matchup. Again, he has class disadvantage, plus Void is Incinerate immune, so that's not a proper champion to bring into this gameplay. So let's try to boost up Nick Fury. I don't want to waste too much health potions on him right now, because he's already at once he's over 30%, he's going to degenerate anyway. But I need some extra health in him just to test the champion and to see what damage we could do to Void. So our heavy and parry seems to be working, but we got a bleed on us from I have no idea where, but it's probably something to do with the nodes. And then we have something else taking us out. Degenerating, that's probably what it is. So it's some type of degeneration on the node. So we have to go back and read and see exactly what is degenerating us. There you go, degeneration again. And let's go with Nick Fury. For sure we're gonna be able to take him out with well, why waste 40% on Nick Fury? Should I do Nick Fury 40%, or should I just bring the team in for 100? There you go. Let's bring everyone in so we could gameplay with it with the team. And who we gonna test first? Let's do Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel could probably take him down, like I said, but I just want to make sure he has a degeneration, because, oh, that's what it is, because he put the curse on me, so the curse is degeneration. I have 10 hits, so you see me miss there. So you want to wait 3 seconds before you fire into him again. Okay, so now we got it. Again, we fire into the miss because we have 20 hits. So every 10 hits we're gonna miss. I forgot that the second time, but we're indestructible, and now it's all Captain Marvel. There's no way she's gonna lose this fight. Boom, boom, and that's done. So we're gonna make a note that Captain Marvel is the MVP in this fight, because she does go indestructible and she's an absolute beast. She's not gonna take the degeneration. She's not gonna take any damage from Void, and she is going to devastate him. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. That's Sins of the Father, Exhume, Void Boss Chapter 2. Hope you guys like the video. Please hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and remember to work less, play more, enjoy life. I'll catch you on the next video to complete this quest. Have a fantastic day.